Last week we covered the best dog Halloween costumes you have ever seen, but today we're getting into some hilarious costume fails that will have you laughing your tail off. Welcome back to Alpha Paw, your destination for everything dog. I'm Bernie Zilio, and I'm on a mission to answer every doggone question you have ever had about your fur babies. And today, we are looking at some of the funniest dog Halloween costumes that were major fails, but that we can enjoy nonetheless. So, are they really even fails? They are definitely wins in my book. Let's take a look. Okay. So this first pug might break your walls because she came in like a wrecking ball. I'll be taking up music in my next life. But seriously, this dog is amazing. I love pugs. I think they're hysterical. They're kind of round to begin with. So to put them in a circular costume, put a Barbie doll on top, supposedly Miley Cyrus, and say that this is like a wrecking ball costume, I'm in. I'm totally in. This next doggo's costume also involves balls. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about meatballs. This dog is dressed as spaghetti and meatballs. Number one, super creative. Number two, cost effective. I mean, to me, it looks like this dog's human just kind of took all the strings off of a mop, put it on his or her dog, and then put meatballs on this dog. The pupper doesn't look that happy, but we're enjoying it. So I mean, if your mind wasn't in the gutter before I showed you that last picture, it is definitely going to be there with this next photo of a dog in a dinosaur costume that just doesn't quite fit. Now, I have a plethora of things that I want to say that I can't say on this channel. However, just looking at this photo, you know what I'm thinking. If I bought my dog this costume and it didn't fit quite well, but it turned out to look like this, I would have no choice but to parade this dog around my neighborhood. That is the funniest thing I have ever seen, and that might be my favorite fail. Okay, so yes, costume fit is very important. It can completely change the nature of what you're trying to accomplish. Just like this hot dog costume that definitely came in the wrong size. It appears from this photo that this is a dachshund. I don't know how to say it. It's a wiener dog, naturally, so it's a hot dog. So you want to dress your hot dog as a hot dog. Cute and punny. But the problem is if you don't get it in the right size, this is what happens. Which isn't actually a problem because the dog looks adorable. And I want to eat his face. Sorry. All right, so those last two costumes didn't fit those puppers, right? But this is what happens when a costume fits your dog perfectly. Not just in size, but also in theme. This dog is dressed as a poop factory. Number one, I would like to give kudos to these humans because this is an extremely well-built costume. There's a lot of architecture that goes into it. But I'd also like to give kudos to this dog who seems to be smiling ear to ear and very proud of the fact that he or she is a poop factory. So I would say A+ all around. Have you ever had your dog sneak up on you and scare the kibbles out of you? I hate to break it to you, but that was nothing compared to the horror that you are about to witness. I apologize in advance if this haunts you for the rest of your life. Look at this muffin! I want to squeeze his or her face! I'm also so impressed by the dogs who just sit there and let a sheet be put over their head, because if this were my dog Pod, he would take the sheet and run off. If you had a Cabbage Patch doll growing up, okay, I may be dating myself here, but still. These next pups will make you equal parts nostalgic and freaked out. While I think these dogs look adorable, I'm not the biggest fan of dolls. I think they're a little creepy and a little dated, and frankly, these dogs look miserable. But once again, a miserable dog in a Halloween costume, as long as they can breathe and walk and move freely, is amazing if you're the human looking at them. So while I sorta kinda liked playing with dolls growing up, can we just acknowledge that they can be really freaking creepy? Like, what sane human decided that this doll head costume was a good idea? I have so many issues with this. I can't even wrap my head around it. First of all, can the dog breathe? Can someone check on this dog? I would also like that person to check on the human who put this on their dog. The only logical explanation that I can think of is that this person didn't want trick-or-treaters and they put this dog within eyesight, either by the window, by the front door, and 0 kids will come to that house, I'll tell you right now. While ghosts and dolls can be creepy, some ghosts are just outright hilarious, like this pug's version of Slimer from Ghostbusters. Now, if you recall from the movie, Slimer was a little slimmer than this pupper, but here at Alpha Paw, we don't size shame. We, in fact, welcome dogs of all sizes, colors, ethnic backgrounds. That doesn't make sense. I guess breeds is the right word. You know what I'm trying to say. We love all dogs, especially ones dressed as Slimer. And finally, because Halloween is the one day a year many of us like to dress up as sexy anything, we have an actual Playboy bunny on our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the winner in my book. I can't handle chunky dogs, and I can't handle chunky dogs in sexy costumes. So quite frankly, I am unwell looking at this photo, and I am obsessed with this dog. I'm like scaring myself. I don't mean to be creepy. I just really love dogs, and I think this was an excellent costume fail. Okay, so I gotta know, which of these costumes was your favorite fail, and have you had your own dog costume faux pas? That was a knee slapper. I cracked myself up. Let me know in the comment section below. Again, I'm Bernie Zilio, and this is Alpha Paw. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a single doggone episode. We'll see you next time.